With the winds. Meanwhile, back at Alexandria, some unspecified time. Actually, it might be right after, because they're all together at the front of the building.
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calix be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
Oh boy. Whenever these two come into the same decision, things happen.
We will depart Taral in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
Oh, okay, they're just gonna travel again. This is pretty typical of them, right? It does feel a little weird because it's like you're not meeting them back immediately because you're like, oh, well, you know.
Then we shall return to Garlemald.
Ah,
Our experiences
see?
here should serve us well in the ongoing
had a
restoration
feeling.
efforts.
Yeah. These two have always cared about what happened at the end
However,
result of Garlemald.
one pressing matter remains. Calix's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation.
Yeah.
Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
Well, not to mention how many are left at this point, right?
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
Minfilia?
It's Erenville.
Oh.
My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now.
Oh, okay. Wow.
We'll meet again. Of that I'm certain.
What, over a phone
Until
call?
then, I wish you
Wow.
safe travels.
This is the friend you want to meet, like, face to face to say goodbye to, and they're like, I'm just gonna text you. No, Erenville? Right? That's exactly what I said. You could have let me know in time to see you off.
And pull you away from more important business. Perish the thought.
Yeah, that's you, alright.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive.
Nice!
He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye.
Yes. Plus
Oh,
10
bastard.
Wuklemat.
But there's still time before they will anchor.
Oh my gosh. Wuklemat MVP. That's how you pull aggro as a tank.
That boy. We should make for the harbour ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing
got
you,
haste,
the
cast it.
essentials are already accounted for.
Fine, if we must.
Sibling interactions.
But you're helping pack the rest.
Yes. This is accurate.
And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
I have several ideas as it happens.
Euless! We haven't seen him in a while.
Ever aligned in purpose, if not execution.
Yes, well.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
You're kicking up so much dust, I'm coughing. From all the way over there. Where do I go? I go back to the back room. Hurry up, we gotta go. We gotta go before Aaronville gets away. Where do I go here? Oh, it's in the back room. Quick, bite his ankles. Aaronville. What's new, Lexus? Can't imagine if you brought Entourage along simply to say hello. Aaronville, escape Llama T. Aaronville. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. Other than thanks on behalf of Oblivion after all. And here I thought you'd protest against being parted from your work. While I am curious to see what emerges every piece of the puzzle in its place, the majority of the files were unearthed and encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers today. Y'shtola, clearly displeased. Afraid not. It's gonna be a while yet. Alright, let's head to Tuliolol forthwith. Even Llama T's strength has its limits. Without further delay then. All of a sudden Llama T gets bloody hands from trying to hold Aaronville so hard. And they're like, Llama T's on her deathbed, her hands are all bloody again because she's trying to hold on to Aaronville. Why are you using return? Did you mark Tuliolol as your place to teleport to? Where is he at? You're just like, yeah, there. Just eat myself over the side. I have to hear what Wukomat says. Kwano and Gululja weren't able to make it, both send their regards. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something quippy about having held on Aaronville. I wish y'all wouldn't make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional parting. These Alpha now and Alice, they were considering enough to inform me of their plans in advance by Link Pearl. Some people know they would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. That's so hilarious. I would be one to pop out of the crate, Aaronville. I can clearly fit inside a crate.
There they are.
Now we've got a crate for each of you.
Lingering effects, then.
I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolol. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
Aww.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen.
None of this was imaginable at the beginning.
It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyola. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us. I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting
It's so
stories to share with
crazy
one
that
another.
Alice's whole Porksy thing worked out, right? Something that started as something silly. A somewhat silly solution.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships.
Kefkiwa
Many of them her
keychain.
fault.
Hey.
Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
But as he's parting, she can hear just like the flow of like gentleness and like the years they've spent between each other.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right? Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Tuliyola. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
I'm sure there's one more hanging around somewhere.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve
spotted! The Landsguard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the vow resolve in action!
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
I see everybody running around. Feels like so long ago. Everything does.
And thus do they take to the wings.
To follow their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
Into the mist. The mist. Ah, they're being added to the unending codex. No, no, that's so crazy. Listen here, you. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roll.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people.
Right?
That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did.
Well, you did. You were born and raised here. Well, you were raised here.
That's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the craziest part of the whole patch, was Krau's truth.
The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in.
No kidding.
'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my
Whoa.
origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke,
That's true.
the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
Oh, okay.
I have no objection. Aught we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin. Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent.
Yeah.
This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation. The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, 'twas Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights, and I. But
there's
we
no
couldn't
way in a
save
thunderstorm?
everyone.
Yeah, that's insane. But that was probably their only mode of transportation was airships, right? Yeah. No way.
Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond. Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
There's probably a secret. Well,
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the 9th. If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent. Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know? If it please your majesty.
Dang, the friendly
Will
jabs
you accompany
begin.
us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Well, of course. I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds. But bump. Joke. FF9 joke.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go, then.
Ugh, I'm so excited. Shale, hurry. Lay node Nemo. I'm so excited though. This is where it gets good, right? The clerk made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX093, if one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? It's currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently and supported by its aerial suspension systems. Both the lift and Laynode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite the ability to remain aloft, perhaps living memory was never intended to function in state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily, lift and Laynodes were preferred models of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In an event of emergency, in the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Bingo. Airship remains. Yes, appropriate! Appropriate! An airship? Yes, please, as soon as possible. With Your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be ready for launch without delay. Allow a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Whoa. Wow, it's definitely purple. Is that my ship? It's an all-purpose built for living memory, however, it's modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the storm surge. A replica, still, it does be good to see it. Alright, let's go. Boarding. Turbulence indeed. Well, pending the 11 is still going about. Crazy. Yep, sure is. How we oh, guarantee that that won't get struck. Oh, oh. Is that the... Yeah. Oh boy. The wards. So there's yet another... Well. Does impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. Lightning Heritage found it's tame by comparison. The land where Levin reigns. That's what's really crazy. I didn't expect us to immediately come into another fragment, right? Isn't that crazy? I thought they're just like, here you go, here's one of them. There are no structures nor any sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the creator made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. And then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If this were the edge of Alexandrian territory right now, the closest city would be Trina, should it survive. Yeah, it's so crazy because you don't really think about it, right? And so you don't really think about it, but it makes sense that they would be above the clouds because anything below the clouds would be struck with Levin, right? So like, it would make sense. There's only place to go is up above. There's nowhere else to go, or underground maybe. Maybe that's where they all, you know. Not unlike Razathan. Oh yes, Alphino has spoken of Razathan before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Malala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it's also Trino where the Malala first found a home in our world. Is it? Because they said the 9th. This is well, it says it was connected to the 9th, right? Living memory was? So wouldn't this be the 9th? Maybe they said it wrong, but if this is a part of the source... I sort of think of it as an egg, maybe? I don't know, because when Bahamut was encased, right, they sort of made this artificial casing around it. Maybe this is like, there's like casing, and then inside of it, there's a storm, and then another layer? Yeah. We'll see. That's interesting. The Malala population elsewhere grew. Most continue to feel a strong connection to the city. I like to think some remain here to this day. PX is capable of taking us to Trino. I should run a flight simulation to reach Trino one moment. The mission complete, there is near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure. Yeah. Okay, well, we're walking. Yeah, this is what I struggle with too, because they said it reached every quarter of the world, right? Every corner of the world. So like, technically then there should be nowhere that it is not, Levin does not exist. So yeah, I can see how that's a little, to be honest, this would be a moment, like an exact moment where I check translation. So probably what I'd like to, well, it's a bummer because we can't replay these in-between scenes, but it would have been good for me anyway to go back and put it in Japanese and then play this whole segment again, play these events, these quests again, and read what the translation was. Because often translation gets lost in English. Happens all the time in Square Enix games. They constantly have to like repatch stuff. They happen with Final Fantasy Remake even at the end. And I pointed it out then too at the time, and then later on they patched what I already pointed out was incorrect. So it could be something like that. Alright, let's go in. Mistwake. Ready? Let me know when you're ready. Oh, are you ready? Okay. I have one thing to say before we go. So just so I understand this, right? So it's our world. Alexandria flopped onto our world, like it from the future. And then our world now has Alexandria on it. Alexandria, there's a gate to the Golden City, Golden City City, Golden City City, City Golden City, which is the living memory. So there's a gate. So basically, it's the source, Alexandria on top, then the gate, and then beyond the gate below it is this area that's inflicted with 11. So I think it's just a gate within a gate within a gate, no? Wouldn't that be accurate to say? Because Alexandria is a different time period, and then... Yeah. So then this is the 9th, right? So then what's the deal with Evercold? I mean, we'll get there. Let's go. I'm just curious. Insecure. The power of a healer. Oh yeah. Babysitter run! Not having it. That's just be another route to Alexander. It's like, it's Alexander again, everybody! I mean, Alexander's forever connected across time, so it wouldn't surprise me. But it would be really, really funny. I'd be up for that. I'm always up for more Alexander. Nice. Well, ow! It's a tree note. Great. Pass, 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 pass. Whee! Well, fantastic. Yeah, I'll take him. It looks exactly like Trina too. Trina, people! I got it. Nice, 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 nice. Nice and easy. Yay, bird's dead. Probably got struck by lightning. Double fanfare, but it's okay. That dancer worked it. Wait, who won the equestrian role? Oh, nice! Okay, good. Yay! Oh, I mean, I thought you didn't have it, but you probably ran it. You probably were like, I want it.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So, the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Wow, crazy.
Impressive, considering the destruction without.
But it looks like it is encased.
The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their
See
area
above?
resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
I can probably improve it.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Malala! It's our people!
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
I mean, it is like a tiny dog. They'd all get snatched up by that bird. The falcon's just be like...
Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
Oh boy.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please, What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
Wow.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, a tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection?
Yeah, it's alright.
With your permission, then. But before we go, allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
She knows! She knows! Dang. Amazing what a little couple of seconds of hesitation can really convey. No, they're cut off from playing cards. Let me tell you. Unless there really is cards, but it's like you have to go across. No, it's cut off. Wah wah. Spitting image. Lummel. My friends are new friends. Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've got trouble seeking me out, I can only assume it's for a good reason. Yes, Lummel. You wanna help me? Odd, but I'll consider before anything else though. If you insist on you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rapacity. Everyone's a fan. Alright, just have a drink. It's clearly poison.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Oh my gosh, his voice is so Malala, it's not even funny. It's such a Lalafell voice, if I've ever heard one. Shower. Shower.
Got that right. Don't worry, the tingling means it's working.
Yeah, I already like him. I don't even have
I'm
to
put
ask
in
him.
mind of the gelatin I had at the studium.
Oh no!
Nutritious, they assured me.
Oh my gosh. Trauma. Food trauma.
I can relate all too well.
This is hilarious.
It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin.
I really like sour
There is no
stuff.
better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure.
No.
Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
I want to give him head pats. And I'm a Lalafell. I'm a Malala. Well, you're a Malala Limil, and I'm a Lalafell. So technically, I could give head pats. I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? I'm Limil, announcing our victory earlier, and since grandmother sent you to help her with the parish, you know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving matters that people of Treno might have. My favorite kinds of work include taste testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Milala. Ah, yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? I've come all the way out here to visit us, and you have more important things in mind, and you already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. Well, we've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria, are you quite sure? No, sorry. Of course you're sure. It would be rude of me to doubt you. It's not every day we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know, it must come as something of a shock. But this is our first time in Treno, so we'd like to know the city and its people. This is why we propose lending a hand for those in need. Well, I see, in that case. Why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would come for a cup, but Fiends made quite the mess this time. It might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear, though. Even in the hands of the busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words of fascinating books from afar. I would appreciate it. Thank you, Lommel. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this batch. I'll deliver some to Town Hall, so you can attend to the areas you haven't seen yet. If we split up, we can... Yep, okay, fine. Of course, I haven't had my fill of conversation yet. There's a shit I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. That'd be my real answer, but... Dull out of these servings. Let me punch you. Would you like some punch? Ba-dum-bum. Okay. Between the three of us, we had to cover the area aside from Lummel's. One of the people I spoke with passed something along with him, and he has yet to return. In the meantime, should we discuss what we've learned? Golden City, 9th.
Fascinating.
I didn't
I
get to finish this
appreciate
time.
your thoroughness in recounting the details.
I didn't make it to finish, Kyle. I mean, but you've been through most of it, so you know.
I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Sphne's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the 9th. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any of the other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
What you gonna do, academic prowess?
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I'm not gonna tell you. I want to get published. That's what he's gonna say.
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them.
Oh.
Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line.
Oh, so it stops
so
it
the
from...
train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
Wow.
In addition to this constant
That's
state
crazy.
of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the
But we
resulting
can
casualties.
cure that with the Porksy now, right? So, like, we can help with that part of it, I imagine.
Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until stone by stone, a city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Is all the matter, Lummel?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Salvation in the hand.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Just how we like it. No, it's broken. Watch. See, and then another problem. A solution and a problem and another problem to our solution. The irony.
No, she's going to kill me!
True Malala energy.
Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electrope engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's why you want us to meet her, huh?
I take it she also built that device.
Which you're gonna blame us for breaking.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so.
Oh boy.
And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying?
Sure.
Please! I beg you! Please!
Summon sob story. Doesn't cost MP or HP? Sure, why not?
I suppose that's that then.
Alrighty, Lummel. Let's get to it. Take good old Woglinde. I feel bad because I haven't been summoning him, but he's here with me most of the time. Bye, Wog Wog.
Ah, our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here?
He broke it. Look, she's already ready to yell.
Lummel, what did you do?
Oh no! She's so calm about it too, which you know is the problem.
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
I didn't even let her finish her sentence. I'm so scared I clicked the button.
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see?
We'll sacrifice you, Nemu. In Nemu's place. Lummel, Nemu, you're now Nemu. You're now Nemu, the Pokemon.
And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he?
Yes,
You'd
proper
never
shields
believe
we
he's the
are.
elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
I feel attacked.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
Oh boy, do I.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
No, they insisted. Right, it's not his
Please
fault.
don't misunderstand.
Right.
We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
Which we have a whole city built of, but you know.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. You'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
That's something we can do.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Oh, did we already resolve that? Another problem and instant solution? Only for another problem to pop up, of course. Indeed, and it should be clear of hazards now. I took care of the beasts in one fell swoop, we did. One
Just
fell
the
swoop.
one! Incredible!
So, the mine is safe for mining again.
Hooray!
Lally ho!
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany him?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
Not to mention, if anybody gets struck by lightning, it'd be the taller person first, and you can deflect the lightning from.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
They're both wearing red, so that's why they went together. Such is the rules of FF14 Glamour. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask your names. Do you forgive me? I'm Kryle, and this is Luxus. Hi, I'm Luxus. Accompanying Lummel is Grahatia, our own technological enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. I feel strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't need the help. I'm in the wake of an event like this. I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. The volume of fixes it needs is one matter, but it could be handled if it weren't for these legs of mine. Oh no! Lollipop paralysis? That's even worse. What you talking about? I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off the mine, there's someone else who needs to care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to discharge aether of slain creatures. I'd offer to make a detector for you to track them down easier, but seeing as how Lummel has managed to break it yet again. I do have this though. Toss them at a sprite, and you can suppress its ability to sense aether nearby. This usually gets them wandering out of the city towards more fertile ground. What's this? So we don't need to fight them? If we find it safer not to, when threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or emit bursts that overload nearby stations. For some reason, I recommend you stick to the thoroughfares that'll allow you to spot them well in advance. I'd hate for you to be injured while helping us. Understood. We want to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go? Aye aye, Captain Kryle. To work. To the labor. Oh. It's gonna be all the way out here, watch. Whoa! The time to test your tossing arm. Oh, is it this? Like the fat cat. He's faster because he's hungrier. He's like, give me food! Therefore, it moves faster. I don't know. I might also eat these Lalafell. I mean, look, see? Glomp. You're back. Where are there many sprites? There were many sprites. Okay. In her heart. How long is this patch, by the way? Pretty long? You're looking for the might last here last. Ought I help you with? Have you seen a woman in yellow hood? Looking for a Malala friend of mine. Well, we're all Malala. Watch. Yeah, see? Kryl, yes. Grand old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she saved my hide. Can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. Thanks to her, I got out unscathed. Bit awkward checking up a conversation after that, and while it'd be a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life, she's a kind lass, good at putting folks at ease, like Miali. I quite enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her, though, and I wasn't sure why. Though, I don't think it was something I said, but if I knew what it was, saying more wouldn't help, so I let her go. I reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. What did she find out? Something about her parents, probably, right? That'd be my guess.
Were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear? The source, and the ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever.
We have plenty of reflections to worry about before that, Kyle.
When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The Source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the Source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been.
And now that you have?
I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends, and knowing now the challenges they face. What would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the Source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Yeesh. Well, I mean, I don't think this is the wrong answer. I think well, all the Scions have a bad habit of putting a lot on themselves, right? Like, because they're so used to, like, the fate of the world being on their shoulders that they're sort of just like, yeah, I've got to put my own personal problems the same way. But it doesn't have to be, like, an immediate choice. I don't think that there would ever be a point where they'd be like, I can't go to these places anymore.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala.
Right.
Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno.
That makes sense.
Built by the Hune and the Eldite before the Milala came.
And then the Milala built around the city.
So Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Oh, so maybe the Milala aren't solely from the Ninth,
Yet
then.
I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the storm surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
Wow. I mean, Kryle's pondering the same thing. The answer's gonna be no.
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't?
Here it comes.
But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here.
Yep.
Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Malala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Look how beautiful the city is.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
Aww. Good on Kryle for having figured this out super quick. Earlier you said your brother couldn't get too much trouble if he went with Raha. How much trouble is that precisely? One would think they ought to have returned by now. Oh, conversely, I hadn't expected to see two of you again. I take it Miali's curiosity is sated? For the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria as well as the events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems like she knew the relic long before we did and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? Raha isn't back yet. I'd love to go straight away, but we're waiting Raha's return. As you speak, Miali herself is making her rounds to the city. We have the time. Let's go pick up our trouble child.
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say. Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Have you two finished regaling the mare?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters.
Wait, what?
Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters. The Dawntrail is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The Doom Train! Whoa! That's crazy.
The Doom Train? Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war? You know of it. I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front in order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment. A powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since. The Doom Train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head-on. That's madness.
Ah, we did. It's another Tuesday. Oh, now I have to do it. Now I have to do it. Because it's madness, you know?
If your mind is made up, there may be a way.
We think alike. We are siblings
There's a
after
freight
all.
depot not far from us. We can use the train that stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
Yeah, he
The
actually
Doom
did.
train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counter-offensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save Yane, I'll do whatever it takes. Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
These siblings are spicy.
Lumul.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
We know we can stop the speeding train in war, it's Luxus, but we must also recognize the threat that it's posed by the company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that even as barrels ahead, enthralled creatures continue to follow it, then the train may well gather additional minions as it draws near. Alrighty. So they're gonna defend the city while we smack it down. The thing about FF9 is it just has such fire music, the battle music especially for it. So I guarantee you Doom Train's gonna be good too. Man, it stinks because it could have been like, the potential for 9 is so high. But at the same time, it's pretty good what we got. But yeah, I know that's why you're waiting, right? Okay. Alright, the place we're headed for is Bentini Depot. Although Treno has its railway station, our assailants from earlier left in significant repairs. Okay, so take your hover cargo. My friend here is volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. All LFL reactions. Level LFL reaction. Okay, frankly, I'm great at my job. I'm calling you boss, because you're a boss. I guarantee I'll see you doing the ride. Once happens and get to Bentini, well, that's your problem. Alright, boss. Certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Alright, boss, let's go. You know, it's crazy. A lot of this Electrope stuff looks totally like Garlemald, but with purple.
This is it. You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train. I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it'll plow right through us.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that. Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
Hell on rails. Wow. What a name for a child. Wow. Crazy. Oh, it's a pass. I'm so excited! You have to understand, I'm excited for FF9. Ah! Ew! Nasty. Ooh. Good thing we have that big chicken we can throw at it and fry. Ooh! Yeesh.
transport panels to get up there!
Right? Nice. No actual damage. Thanks to the shields.
What in the... You're still on board, right?
Oh boy. It's gonna suplex us. Great.
I have to disconnect the car! Quick! Jump on the next one!
Oh. Got it. Woo! Bye, Doom Train. Farewell, loser. Oh my gosh.
Phew. No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime. But we did it! We stopped the Doom Train. Well, mostly you did. Before we can celebrate, though, we need to make sure Treno's secure. As I feared, stray beasts to the south. I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
Wow, your progress will be. Oh my gosh, multi-tiered battle. I mean, I know they have these instances, but like this is getting crazier and crazier with that they've been able to pull off over the years. Because before we used to be like instances, like so long ago with Pippin EX. Crazy. Farewell, sibling. I must take this task. I'll be fine. I'm broken. I'll survive. Although I should probably like have a drink before I go in. One has hands. Oh! Oh! Oh no!
No!
Paintbrush. That would be Cryo. Dang! Jack him up, Cryo.
Can you stand?
Yes! Thank you so much. There were others being attacked over by the canal. Could you possibly...
Of course, I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall.
Ah, hot damn, Cryo!
Can't leave anyone behind. I won't.
I know your namesake is FF5, but this is still pretty good. Oh, let's go!
Let's make sure the evacuation route is clear first.
Right?
to aid those people by the canal. Help is on the way!
Ooh!
There may be other stragglers.
Okay, good. Off to go.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no!
Oh! Fire!
First things first, the fire. To take a leaf out of Y'shtola's book.
It's our friend! About the fire, however, thank you. Spread it any further, we can all take shelter until this is over. What sort of magic is that? I've never seen the like, right? Froth the foam.
Not a moment too soon. I hope that was the worst of it.
Somebody help!
A voice. Further out. I'll take care of this. Make shelter. How many are there? Is that all of them?
Wow.
Behemoth!
We're here, don't worry, bestie. Ah, no, Y'shtola's here! Truly bestie! Dang!
You cut that rather close.
Best friends. Oh.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Wow. Behemoths are always
Ayani
huge.
has finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
And hold the line we will, together. I can still fight. I can.
I have no doubt.
Okay.
Keep away from the clouds. If I ever see another storm.
Nowhere is safe with so many of them.
Some friendly winds, if you please. It worked! How fortunate that bird made such an impression.
Ooh, made it before that.
The leaven grows more volatile. Something is coming.
Ball lightning! Y'shtola, Speen, lend me your strength!
The two of us will disperse these balls of lightning.
Just keep
They all run away as the behemoth falls right next to me, if not on top of me. Yeesh.
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
No kidding. Remind me never to stand in your way. Oh, how you've grown. Oh. How you've grown.
Flatterer.
Well deserved.
What is it?
She can see etheric energy.
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
Wow.
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, the Dawntrail has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane's fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore. This calls for a celebration.
The Doom Train is gone for good.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Alila? Kryl, does the name Alila mean aught to you?
My mother. Did you know her?
I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else. Alila's story and that of the key are one and the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale. You have no cause to fret, I promise you. While Lummel forgot to give the order, bless him, there's work to be done ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
Without further delay, then.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Miaili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
I'm so glad that Graha and Ishtola are here for Cryo during like this specific moment, because it's like, who else would she want than the people who know her best, you know? Ishtola, what do you gotta say? What about you? Ish. No time! No time, we must go! Oh my goodness. See, I knew they were gonna talk about her parents because I had a feeling. I was like, they're gonna bring them up again. I'm sorry, this little chubby guy got my attention. Okay. Yeesh.
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role. Even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came.
But Ayane said she didn't want to go back.
Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Crazy!
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was, which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy. The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, they must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now, here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter, to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
I'd say to save lives and perform other such feats of heroism.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Trenno?
Would that we did. But Delilah took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Further up the tower.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Trenno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Trenno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you?
It feels so quick. We've just now only found the aunt.
A word of caution, Keeper of the Key. As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands. Oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary. For fate's regard now falls upon you.
Now this is a Final Fantasy story. Alright, like you think you aren't gonna be sticking out like a sore thumb in this town of Lalafell? It's like, oh no, I've been seen. I'm like 7 feet taller than the nearest person next to me. Oh my gosh, this girl. So funny. Man. When they get good with the story. That's what drives me crazy about this game. Is like, I know they retooled everything and had all this stuff to do, but man. Feels like Trino happened just so fast, right? Like we just came and gone. We met the end. Like, why are we leaving so fast? I guess it is a race of time, but still.
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Dawntrail. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Kryl. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words, and our people, will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart. For bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryl.
You too, Aunt Miaili.
Oh my gosh.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin's sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
Ah, what closure? What closure? I shouldn't even wake. I'll remember it. I will remember them. On a practical note, I am more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive on Solution 9. Alright. Oh yeah, Gossin, right? Alrighty. What a story! This explains much. I'd wondered to see neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you've been? That's quite a long story. Miali, Lalafel, Malala, Cryo, family, Doom Train. Whoa, Doom Train, explosion, suplex. However, saw your companions traversing the mist continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless. Look, I can't deny that, but it availed us so much. We had the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. And as I did not, in fact, come to harm, all's well that ends well? Should you feel compelled to go on any other excursions in the future, I expect you'll notify me beforehand. Yes, of course. It's remiss of me, I apologize. Well, you know... duty calls the most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, please do not hesitate to seek it. Shayo. You're back, how'd it go? Did you find a way down? Yep, sure did. And oh boy, Doom Train, Doom Train. Doom Train explosions, family. Tearful goodbye, tearful hello. Cryo, mother. So much happened. Trina, I heard the name. Incredible that it sheltered the Malala all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share a story of the key from her perspective. She believes historical documents pertaining to it are stored in the preservation's archives. They could be, though the work isn't done yet. We made progress on the decryption, and it's my way to the containment complex to review the data. Oh, in that case, I'll meet a company that may be incomplete. I should like to see what information is available. I'll contact you as soon as we made sense of it. In the meantime, I'd suggest the warrior of light get some good nights of sleep or two. You never know when hellish technology will be after us next. And Carl, I presume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of porksies? Indeed, while I'm aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treating the living inflicted. I shall have to ask Stola to instruct me? It's the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here in the source. There's nowhere I'd rather be. Earlier in Trino.
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
Oh, my poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Halmarut!
Oh, dear me! Oh.
One need hardly be the warrior of light to notice you. You're far from subtle. As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Ascian? Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing. Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you.
Yeah, this isn't a creepy match made in whatever
Calyx,
this is.
How you've grown. Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
Put me down.
Yeah, no, shake him more.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon. If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again.
Oh.
And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections.
Whoa.
Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Okay, Chucky.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone's salvation.
Again?
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
No, it's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it? It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Wow. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. 7.3 is done. Yay! And 7.4 and 7.2, we did all of them recently. And now we just need to do the most recent patch and then we're caught up. And yeah, I'm excited to see what the new patch brings. Yes, exactly. And hopefully it turns out good. I mean, I was already emotional before. I'm invested and I'm ready for the new patch. Alright, thank you for joining. Bye-bye. See you next time. Next episode for the current patch. Well, the current patch until the next patch. Bye-bye. Where did you get that? What? Okay, anyway, bye.